Hey everyone, it's Stuart from the Sleep Advisor, and today we're here with a WinkBed mattress. In this video, I'll be doing a quick overview, but if you want more of an in-depth analysis, check out our written review on sleepadvisor.org. I'll go ahead and put that link in the description below. WinkBeds is based in Watertown, Wisconsin, where each and every mattress is handcrafted to order using high-quality American-sourced materials. Their coil-on-coil luxury hybrid system offers premium body-hugging support that's topped with plush foam for comfort. Today I have two different firmness options, the softer and the luxury firm, so that we can have a little side-by-side comparison here. But keep in mind that this bed has a third firm option, which is even firmer than these two. Before I jump into the construction, here's some quick reminders for you. Check out the description below for exclusive Sleep Advisor coupons. We have a link to sleepadvisor.org for our full page of discounts on a ton of different brands. Hopefully we can help you save a little bit of money. If you like what you hear and you're interested in pricing for these products, we've also included a link to that in the description below. And finally, if you like our video, please leave us a thumbs up and subscribe. And go ahead and leave us a comment to let us know what you think. It really does mean a lot to us. Now, let's get started. First, I want to go ahead and talk about the overall construction of the WinkBed. The WinkBed cover is made from Tencel, a sustainable and eco-friendly fabric made from wood pulp that naturally wicks away moisture. It feels really soft, and because it's tufted to the foam layers, the surface of the mattress feels plush and pillow-like. WinkBed is billed as a 14.5-inch mattress, but because they're all crafted by hand, you might notice some small height differences. Tufted to the cover are 2 layers of foam. The first is an extremely soft comfort foam that responds quickly to pressure, and that should help with repositioning. This is 1 inch thick in the luxury firm and 2 inches in the softer. The second layer is a stabilizing gel foam that was designed to contour evenly to your body's shape. The gel inside helps to carry away heat. Underneath the foam, we have the first layer of coils. These pocketed micro air springs are only about 2.4 inches thick, which allows them to conform to your shape for more consistent body cradling support. Between this coil layer and the second, there's a lumbar support pad that transitions between the units. It's made from compressed cotton and lends extra back support and stability to the bed. This layer is a touch thinner in the softer version than the 1-inch pad in the luxury firm. Next, the second layer of coils are 8 inches high and made from tempered steel, which provides high-end durability and body-aligning support. These coils will have a little extra give in the softer option compared to the luxury firm. 2 inches of high-density foam form the base of both beds, and there's also a foam edge support system around the perimeter that reinforces the support around the sides. All the materials in the bed are American-sourced and tested to meet the CertiPure US standards, and that ensures compliance with consumer safety standards. So now that we talked about what's in these mattresses, let's talk about how they feel. We have 2 different firmness levels here so we can compare them in performance and feel. On the right side of your screen, you have the luxury firm option, and on the left side of your screen, you have the softer option. On our firmness scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being like sleeping on a rock, we rated the luxury firm at a 6.5 and the softer option at a 4.5. Now remember to keep in mind though that firmness is a subjective thing, and it can change depending on your body weight and shape. For your reference, I'm about 150 pounds. I'll go ahead and talk to you more about how your weight and shape can influence the way you feel the mattress as we go along. But first, let's look at responsiveness. Like I mentioned before, the tops of these mattresses are really plush, and the surface level is really quick to respond. If I press down harder, I start to engage with the second layer of stabilizing gel foam. But the overall effect is a fairly immediate response. Repositioning should be really easy on this bed, and you'll probably sleep more on top of the luxury firm than in it. Also, with the 2 different coil units, you're probably going to get a lot of bounce. Now, comparing the 2 beds, I notice there's a bit more give in the softer WinkBed, especially when I press in deep. But the response time is the same. In the softer, you're probably going to have a slightly deeper cradle, and you're going to be a touch more inside the bed. But the bounce from those coils should still keep repositioning easy to manage. So what does all this mean for sleeping positions? Well, first I'll take you through the luxury firm, and then I'll show you the same thing on the softer option. Okay, lying on my back. Alright, so on the luxury firm, when I'm lying on my back, I feel nicely and gently cradled by the foam on top that fits snugly into my lumbar area. But underneath, the support feels nice and firm. I'm a bit lighter than average, so I may not be fully engaging with the microcoils, but I think someone of a more average or heavier weight will get a nice body conformance from that layer as well. Alright, over to the softer side. Lying on my back in the softer version, I definitely feel a bit more give to it. I don't feel my hips dipping too low or pushing my spine out of alignment though. Now, people who are my weight and lighter often feel mattresses as firmer than people with more average weights, but this version should feel nice and soft while still supporting their spine. Overall, I think a majority of exclusive back sleepers will prefer the luxury firm or even the firmer, but back sleepers typically have a wide range of preferences, and it's really up to individual tastes and needs. Alright, back to the luxury firm. Lying on my side, I'm not feeling a lot of pressure on my hips or my shoulders. My spine is well aligned, and I feel pretty comfortable. Now, if you're a combination sleeper that sometimes sleeps on your side, we definitely recommend checking out the luxury firm. Alright, now switching to the softer option on my side. Let's see here. I definitely feel the extra pressure relief, and this version of the bed feels fantastic in this position. Someone significantly heavier than average may require more support to keep their spine in a good neutral position, and may prefer the luxury firm, but I think the majority of exclusive side sleepers should love the softer version. Alright, on my stomach on the luxury firm. It feels really nice. I feel well supported, and the soft plushness of the foam layers, they don't feel overwhelming at all. Feels just right. Now, stomach sleepers need to pay close attention to the position of their hips, because if they dip too low, their back may overarch. Alright, switching to the softer option. Lying on my stomach on the softer version, I feel uniformly supported and comfortable. But it's important to remember that I'm significantly lighter through my middle. If your weight is more in the average range, you may want to stick to the luxury firm for stomach sleeping, and exclusive stomach sleepers significantly heavier than average may want to consider the firmer option. Overall, the bed's coil-on-coil support system really delivers, but that pressure-relieving foam also gives a nice balanced feel that I think a lot of people will enjoy. Now, if you have considerably higher weight concerns, the company also offers a plus version that was designed for sleepers over 300 pounds. But now, let's go over some items that are more preference-based, starting with cooling. It's hard to beat inner spring mattresses for temperature control. Because they allow a lot of air to flow through them, heat isn't given the opportunity to build up under your body and make you break out in a sweat. Because the cradle in the softer version is a bit deeper and more of your body is wrapped in foam and slightly less air can circulate around your body, you may feel a tiny bit warmer when sleeping in it compared to the firmer options, but I don't think you should overheat. For those of you who want even more control over your temperature, the brand offers an optional cool control base for sizes Twin XL, Queen, and King, and larger that allows you to cool the bed down to 10 degrees or heat it up by 30. Now, about motion transfer. As I said before, these beds have a lot of bounce, but how that affects motion transfer has yet to be seen. First, let's look at the luxury firm. Now I'm going to jump into the bed normally. Now the softer side. Now jumping. Not a whole lot of difference really. It might be a hair less on the softer side, but it's not significant. I think the individually wrapped coils do a good job isolating the motion, as well as that layer of memory foam, especially when compared to some other inner spring mattresses. However, if you're a really light sleeper and motion isolation is something that really worries you, you might want to consider a bed with more foam. Alright, let's take a look at edge support. Edge-to-edge support with 2 layers of coils reinforced by high-density foam gives both versions of the WinkBed awesome edge support. Even lying on the very edge, you should still feel well supported by either choice. Alright, so before I go ahead and wrap up this review, I want to go over some points that may help you decide whether or not this bed is a good fit for you. WinkBeds gives you 101 nights to check this bed out. And if you don't like it, they'll remove it and issue you a full refund. Shipping is free in the US, and if you want, you can have the bed professionally installed for an additional fee. There's also a 10-year warranty, and the company takes a lot of pride in their American-based manufacturing and materials. Now, who do we think will love WinkBed? People who want extra support. The coil-on-coil hybrid system offers a unique blend of body conformance and spine alignment that provides a high-end level of support that should work great for a variety of people and last for a long time. We also think it's great if you're looking for a more classic innerspring feel. Though billed as a hybrid, there are 2 different coil systems in this bed that deliver a lot of airflow and bounce. The hybrid's updated pocketed coils, along with the layers of foam, help keep the bed quiet and motion transfer at a minimum. And lastly, people who sleep hot. Air flowing through the spring should keep you from overheating on this bed. And there you have it. Thank you so much for checking out our video. Don't forget to leave it a like or subscribe if you found it helpful. Also, check for coupons down below, and leave us a comment if you have a question about this bed or looking for another bed that would be right for you. Just leave us a little bit of information about how you sleep, your weight, your height, and your favorite sleeping positions. Remember, you live better if you sleep better. At Sleep Advisor, we are here to help you find your best night's sleep. Thank you so much for watching.